9 surprising things you do that your cat hates. Cats experience the world very differently than we do, with a sense of smell roughly 14 times sharper than humans and incredibly sensitive paw pads. What seems harmless to us can feel overwhelming or threatening to them. Understanding these sensitivities can help you create a happier, less stressful environment for your feline friend. 1. Blowing in their face. Blowing directly on your cat's nose or ears is highly unpleasant for them and will quickly cause anxiety and confusion. This disrupts their comfort and triggers stress responses, as the sudden burst of air interferes with their sensitive whiskers and scent receptors. The fix: avoid blowing on your cat's face, even playfully. Respect their personal space and approach them calmly. If you need to redirect your cat's attention, use a toy or treat instead. 2. Strong and unpleasant smells. Because a cat's sense of smell is roughly 14 times sharper than ours, scents we find pleasant can feel like a sensory assault to them. More importantly, nature programmed cats to detest specific smells because many contain compounds that are toxic to their systems. Citrus fruits, lemons, oranges, grapefruits contain acidic natural oils and compounds like limonene that are highly offensive and toxic to cats. Essential oils and menthol, tea tree, eucalyptus, peppermint, lavender, are overpowering in their concentrated form, and many are toxic to felines. Vinegar has a sharp, acidic aroma that cats widely despise. Spicy foods and peppers containing capsaicin cause severe irritation to their nasal passages. Harsh chemical cleaners with bleach, ammonia, or chlorine are overwhelming and can cause respiratory issues. Plus, ammonia smells like urine, which can encourage territorial marking. Cats also dislike the smell of culinary herbs like rosemary, thyme, mint, and eucalyptus, as well as banana, mustard, and coffee. Finally, dirty litter trays are so offensive that they can cause cats to eliminate outside their box. The fix: keep heavily scented diffusers, candles, and cleaning products away from your cat's main living and feeding areas. Use scent-free disinfectant to clean your cat's litter box and belongings. Wash cat bedding with gentle, unscented detergent. Avoid air fresheners, scented cat litter, and strongly perfumed cleaning products. Strategically use citrus-scented cleaners only in areas you want to discourage your cat from exploring, like kitchen counters. 3. Too much attention. Cats are independent creatures who can't stand over-aggressive petting, especially on areas like their lower back or tail base, which can quickly cause sensory overstimulation, feline hyperesthesia. There's nothing cats hate more than an overbearing pet parent who doesn't respect their boundaries. Many cats just like doing their own thing. They will let you know when they need love and affection, so forcing interaction when they're not interested will only stress them out. The fix: let your cat initiate contact rather than forcing interaction. Stick to safe petting zones like the cheeks, chin, and between the ears. Watch for signs of overstimulation, tail twitching, ears flattening, skin rippling, and stop petting immediately. 4. Not enough attention. While cats like to have their own space, they do enjoy affection from their owners, on their own terms. Even though cats value independence, that doesn't mean they want to be alone all the time. Without adequate interaction, cats can develop loneliness and separation anxiety. Your cat will brush up against your legs when they want to be petted, jump onto your lap or desk when they're seeking attention, or generally get in the way of your hands. Make sure you respond to their cues for affection. The fix: set aside 10 to 15 minutes every day for dedicated, interactive playtime using wand toys or laser pointers. If you have to go out for an extended period, arrange for a friend or family member to visit so your cat doesn't feel lonely. Pay attention to your cat's signals and respond when they initiate contact. 5. Bell collars. These seemingly innocuous little jingly bells attached to cat collars can actually drive cats and their pet parents bonkers. Originally intended to prevent cats from hunting wild creatures, bells stress out cats because of the sound frequency and the fact that it's right by their sensitive ears. Bells also disrupt a cat's natural stealth, which is deeply ingrained in their instincts. Many cats are clever enough to learn how to walk without making the bell jingle, or they'll simply remove the bell with their teeth, which poses a serious choking hazard. The fix: choose a plain collar without bells. There are plenty of cute options on the market. If you're concerned about your cat hunting wildlife, consider keeping them indoors or using a brightly coloured collar instead. Ensure any collar you use has a breakaway safety feature. 6. Getting dressed up. Kitties have strong instincts that give them lots of resemblances to their wildcat ancestors, which is why putting a nice outfit on your cat will most definitely upset them. Clothing restricts their agility and throws off their spatial awareness, making them feel trapped and vulnerable. Cats also dislike being laughed at or ogled. Restrictive clothing, costumes, and even decorative collar accessories cause auditory stress and make cats feel under pressure, triggering anxiety and discomfort. The fix: skip the costumes and clothing unless absolutely necessary, like post-surgery recovery suits recommended by your vet. If you must use protective clothing, introduce it gradually and reward your cat with treats. Respect your cat's dignity. They don't enjoy being dressed up for photos or entertainment. 7. Their own tails. Surprisingly, some cats, especially kittens, can become startled by their own tails. While it may seem funny, this unusual behavior is actually common in young cats that are still learning about their bodies and surroundings. Kittens don't yet fully recognize their tail as part of their body, so a fast-moving tail can trigger their natural hunting instincts, causing them to chase, pounce, or suddenly jump back in fear. Most kittens grow out of this behavior over time as they develop better body awareness. The fix: don't worry, this behavior is normal in kittens and usually resolves on its own. Provide plenty of appropriate toys to redirect hunting instincts. If tail chasing persists into adulthood or is accompanied by signs of anxiety or aggression, consult your veterinarian. 8. Ceiling fans. Believe it or not, ceiling fans are one of the surprising things cats are afraid of. For some cats, a spinning object moving overhead can feel unpredictable, intimidating, or even threatening, especially in an otherwise quiet room. A spinning object overhead can register as a potential threat, especially since it's moving in a way that doesn't match anything natural in a cat's environment. Because cats are highly alert to movement, the constant motion of ceiling fans can trigger stress or anxious behavior. Fearful cats may stare at the fan, avoid the room entirely, or become jumpy when it's turned on. The fix: create a calm environment with safe hiding spots to help reduce anxiety. Provide alternative rooms without ceiling fans where nervous cats can retreat. Consider using floor fans or air conditioning instead if your cat shows persistent fear. Never force a frightened cat to stay in a room with an active ceiling fan. 9. Textured objects. A cat's aversion to certain textures is rooted in the extreme sensitivity of their paw pads. These surfaces are not just for walking, they are complex sensory organs that help cats navigate their environment. Aluminum foil is a classic cat deterrent because cats dislike the combination of its crinkly texture and the sharp, unpredictable sound it makes under their paws. This dual assault on their senses makes it effective for keeping them off countertops and furniture. Rough or prickly surfaces like pine cones, upside-down plastic carpet runners, nubs up, or lattice materials create an uncomfortable, uneven walking experience that triggers avoidance instincts. Sticky materials like double-sided tape are highly effective deterrents because cats are meticulous groomers who despise anything sticky on their paws. The sensation is unnatural and difficult to remove. Smooth river rocks may look nice in a garden, but loose rocks feel unstable under a cat's paws, making them feel insecure and discouraging them from using planters as a litter box. The fix: use aluminum foil, double-sided tape, or upside-down carpet runners as harmless deterrents on surfaces you want to protect. Place pine cones or river rocks in garden beds to discourage cats from using them as litter boxes. Provide your cat with plenty of comfortable, textured surfaces they do enjoy, like cat trees, scratching posts, and soft bedding. Never use deterrent textures in areas where your cat needs to feel safe, like near their food, water, or litter box. So overall, cats may have a reputation for being independent, but they're also highly sensitive creatures who thrive in calm, predictable environments. Understanding what makes your cat uncomfortable can strengthen your bond and help them feel safer and happier at home.